Random is a mysterious word, and sometimes it turns out a bit absurd. You better know when you're a part of some of these Moments with Mr. Mark.
What's number one in your life? It might be sports, it might be school, it might be friends, it might be a hobby. We get to read from the Old Testament about how God told the Israelites that they were to give him their number one spot. God was supposed to be number one in their lives. Let's read about that from Deuteronomy 4:39. Today, recognize and keep in mind that the Lord is God in heaven above and on earth below. There is no other. Now, back in Bible times, there were people that committed idolatry. And that means they decided to give different things or different people first place. They would even bow down and worship these items called idols. You might be thinking, I don't really bow down to anything like a game or a toy. But you know what? When it's number one in our lives, we kind of treat it like it's an idol. We treat it like it's the thing that deserves worship. And that's not good. Because the Lord is God. I hope you can confess it. When he's most important to us, you know that he will bless it. But other things like a toy or game can't compare to God's perfect name. Sometimes we replace him with anything. Oh no!
But today recognize and keep in mind
that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. That the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Oh, 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 oh. There is no other. Now let me tell you something. God made me, and he made your friends as well. But when they're most important to us, don't think that God can't tell. Your coolest friend isn't near the same. No one can match to God's perfect name.
Sometimes we replace him with anything. Sometimes we replace him with other people.
But today recognize and keep in mind
that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. That the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Oh, 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 oh. There is no other. Now God made you, and he knows just how you are. While he's the best, our pride's the worst, and we think that we're the star? No, there's nobody else but us to blame. No one can match to God's perfect name. Sometimes we replace him with anything. Sometimes we replace him with other people. Sometimes we replace him with ourselves.
But today recognize and keep in mind
that the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. That the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Oh, 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 oh. There is no other. That the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. There is no other. That the Lord is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Oh, 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 oh. There is no other. There is no other. There is no other. There is no other.
See, when we read from Deuteronomy 4:39, we understand that God is the only one that should be first place in our lives. And we always need to ask ourselves, am I counting something or someone bigger than God in my life? Because when we do, our lives are going to start running off of that thing. They're going to start depending on that thing or that person or that hobby or anything, fill in the blank. That is going to start running your life. You know who the best one is that can run your life? That is God, because He cares for you, because He is the one who made you. He's the one that came to earth and He died on the cross in your place and He rose up from the grave, and He wants a friendship with you. He wants a forever friendship with you, and He wants you to be a part of the family of God. How awesome is that? So, remember, the Lord is God, and no one and nothing can take His place.